Today, Alex has decided to make a farm so he can read signs more clearly. He needs glow squid ink sacs. Glow squid spawns in darkness below Y level 30. He doesn't need a lot of ink sacs, so he will make a small farm below his base. He digs down from his basement. There is a large cave below his basement, which he has already explored using the alternate path he made in a previous episode. He has placed torches to reduce the number of hostile mobs which might spawn in the cave while he builds his farm. When he reaches the ceiling of the cave, he uses a bucket of water to slowly go down to the cave floor. Once below Y level 15, he replaces the water column with scaffolding all the way back up to his basement. Alex begins at level 15 by making a 9x9 base. He adds a second layer, which is where he places hoppers that feed to the corner of the 9x9 base. In the corner, Alex will add a dropper elevator that will move all the items collected by the farm back up to the basement of his base. Above the hoppers, he adds rail and powered rail, on which a hopper minecart will run back and forth, collecting drops from the farm, which will be fed to the hoppers and the dropper elevator. Above the hopper minecart, he places magma blocks, which Alex collected from a short visit to the Nether. Magma blocks can also be collected in the ocean, often near ruins, like the one he visited in a previous episode. The dropper elevator is powered by alternating solid blocks and redstone torches. The torches are powered by an observer clock connected to a repeater, which is set to 2 ticks. 4 ticks also works, but is slower to push the items up the elevator. The magma blocks will kill the glow squid when they fall on it. Alex makes a 3x3 grid, leaving an airspace between each block. Above this, he places fence gates and opens all of them. The open fence gates will stop the water flows at the bottom of the farm, but will also allow the squid to fall through the open fence gate. Above the open fence gate, Alex again places solid blocks in a 3x3 configuration. He then places open fence gates on all 4 sides of the 9 blocks, before then breaking the blocks. This will be the bottom of 9 water columns which will be placed later. From there, Alex builds upwards to Y level 30 and again places the same 3x3 grid, around which Alex places open fence gates on all 4 sides of all 9 blocks. He then places dispensers facing down above each of these 9 blocks and places a bucket of water in each of the 9 dispensers. He removes the solid blocks below the dispensers. Above the dispensers, Alex makes a room where he can access the tops of each of them. He adds buttons to the top of each dispenser and presses the button to trigger the 9 water columns. He checks that he has placed the fence gates correctly. These 9 water columns are where the glow squid will spawn. As they begin to swim, they will swim into an airspace next to the water columns and fall down onto the magma blocks. Alex extends the dropper elevator up to the basement and ends the elevator with a barrel, which for aesthetic reasons he places under one of the stripped spruce columns. The barrel is where the farm will place all the squid ink sacs. It's time to test, as squid will spawn within 128 blocks of the player, and Alex doesn't want them to spawn anywhere else. He adds scaffolding into the sky so he can AFK at Y level 142. He stands there for about 10 minutes. While he waits, glow squid immediately begin to spawn into the farm. As anticipated, they swim into an adjacent airspace and fall to the magma blocks and die. The hopper minecart collects the drop and deposits them into the hoppers below, which move the drops to the dropper elevator and up to the barrel in the basement. Alex goes to the basement and visits the barrel. In it, he finds a stack of glow squid ink sacs. He immediately applies the ink sacs to the signs under the villagers in the trading area. In addition to making the writing on signs more visible, the ink sacs can also be used with item frames to make an item frame which will add backlighting to whatever map is placed on top of it. Alex is very pleased with his farm. Join Alex at Noob Friendly and make your own squid farm.